I've been reading up agnosticism, and you were the third Sophie that I've been looking for. I met two Sophies yesterday, and I've been sitting on this question ever since you posted it. So thank you so much. But now we're here. There's two types of sabotage and hate. There's internal, self, and external, other people's. Let's deal with this one first. I can't really tell you much more than energy transfers. If you realize how much energy it takes to hate on someone, you realize that it's like, would you rather have a pound in gold or a pound in feathers? And gold, even though it's a pound, it weighs more. Search up on that. Giving love and hate may seem like the same thing, but actually hate weighs way more. So when someone's throwing hate at you, that is such a heavy thing. It is such a heavy frequency of energy that's coming at you, but it's completely up to you what you do with it. Once I realized the energy that's being thrown at me, I don't even recognize the words. I just recognize the intention, the person trying to do the hate, and the energy that's being come at me. And I love attention. That's how you mitigate hate. By realizing that it's not hate, it's attention. And oh my god, I love my fans. Internal. Oof. Sit down, bucko. Give me a sec. I'm currently struggling with this. I have a lot of things coming up right now, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm scared shitless. There's a lot going on in this world, and I have to focus on my career. That's completely up to me, by the way. In Puerto Rico, there's this really pretty word that we use called cumplido. It means completed, but completed in the same sense of like a compliment, like it's complete. When you do self cumplidos, it's like brushing your teeth, doing your skincare routine, doing the dishes after you're done eating, cleaning up your room. It's those little tests, you know? And if you start keeping score of those little moments where you're faced with two decisions, you either do or you don't. You either clean up or you leave it for later. There is no later, there is only the now. But this is not what I'm trying to talk to you about. What I'm trying to talk to you about is the lo cumplido and these completed things. What you do is you start earning self-respect. And through this self-respect, if you talk yourself gently through them and you complete them, once the self-hate and these bad thoughts appear at you, which by the way, it's completely normal for them to appear. This is not an issue. This is part of the human condition. Doubt is a healthy thing. Because you know who never doubts themselves? Narcissists and psychopaths. And we're not that. We're actually human. So it's okay to doubt yourself. But instead of having a negative outlook on that, muting the conversation, which a lot of people do, or just completely throwing hate back at it, it starts feeding on it. Because it feeds on your negativity. And it's kind of like a self-revolving door where it'll throw it back at you. And remember, pound of gold, pound of feathers. Hate is so heavy. So how do you do it? Whenever this self-hate comes, you just confront it. In the same way you confront people in real life, you confront this, what feels like internal, external voice that's throwing all this doubt at you. You make it sit down and have a conversation with you. You realize that this is you. This is just another shade of you that is so worried and so scared of you that, remember, you're perceiving it as hate, but it's your own attention being like, whoa, whoa, whoa. As you nurture a better conversation with yourself, you garner more self-respect, you garner more confidence, you're less likely to hate yourself. Sabotage. This is the one I'm currently struggling with, because sabotage is the physical, is what's going on in this reality. Internal monologue and conversations to garner better confidence and self-love, that's the easy part. Follow through with the actions, getting back to the cumplidos, doing your dishes, brushing your teeth, cleaning up your room. These things start translating into other aspects. And I think the best piece of advice I can give you is that if you deal with self-sabotage, try to put on your friends. By putting on your friends, you are building something, whatever it is. Putting on your friends is such a broad term, but you know what I mean. If you see another person's facade being built upon you, which, sidebar, the best thing about moving to New York, and I always tell this to people, the best thing about moving to New York has been seeing my friends grow. And knowing that in some moment I put a screw into that building, and then the building that is a human being. If I put a screw or a bolt in, 0.1% of that person I influence. I had a hand in that development. Therefore, I am part of that. Therefore, they are me. Therefore, I am them. Because we are all reflections of each other at the end of the day. And most of the time, what makes you uncomfortable about a person is what makes you uncomfortable about yourself. Because your feelings are merely projections of your internal, girl. But I say this as I think about someone that I don't really like. Because I love my friends, but I despise my enemies. What are you up to?